The headlines: Christians around the country commemorated Good Friday and the Easter season as part of the observance of Holy Week. The Pacific Island Forum Troika has reaffirmed its support for New Caledonia following its October 2024 assessment mission. And Solomon Power hosted a Network Guardian Appreciation Day. Hello, you're watching SIBC's TV News Bulletin. I'm Sharon Nanau. Christians around the country commemorated Good Friday and the Easter season as part of the observance of Holy Week. Easter, also called Resurrection Sunday, is a Christian festival and cultural holiday commemorating the resurrection of Jesus from the dead. Christianity is the dominant religion in the Solomon Islands. Elisa Kukutu reports.
Thousands gathered at the Holy Cross Cathedral in Honiara to witness the Passion drama performed by the Holy Cross Cathedral youths on Good Friday. This drama is a significant part of the annual Easter commemorations, an important event in the Christian calendar, marking the death and crucifixion of Jesus Christ.
You may look him today, stack of people like come for witness him that this drama about Christ, where you may kill him or you may mock him, tell him about everything. So yep, I'm really important for you, every Christians, for remarking this for a day, as you may believe that Christ now him save him, you may every year. So that is why you may look him stack of people look at the use for come because of the faith and belief, trust that you may get him law big man as Christians.
Opinion blow me the drama him now him instill him good and him make him opinion for understanding more what now is passion about or what now is death blow Christ here. So time me have a story lo beginning and the young generation what now or the meaning of the death of Christ lo Calvary. This drama him have a help for him instill him good and make him more understanding of the young generation about to continue for embrace him and also what I continue for looking that yes Christ him now him Lord blow me.
For Christian believers, Easter celebrates the defeat of death and hope of salvation. Churches around the country throughout the week held activities marking the Holy Week, with Easter Sunday marking the end of the Lenten season. Christians have been encouraged to remain committed to the Word of God despite challenges encountered in their Christian journey.
We may all sinners, yeah, but God through Son blew him where him die, him now the hope him came for you me, because dead blew him lo a cross, whereby him resurrect back again, him not the hope for you me. So you not feel that you weak or you poor, but you may all we account as what sons and daughters of him. So you must come to church or come to the Christian church blame me for to God through Christ, because him now hope blame me is the Easter.
Follow Christ him no easy, and Christ if I look him now, I'm always there for you me. I'm always loving you me. Through his love now you may witness him this for the passion, where him love him unconditional, him never end, where him give him shall ever for die for you me as a Christian. So it is good that wherever you may are or whatever situation you may face him, it is good to remember Christ always, centered in whatever you may do in your life.
For SIBC TV, I'm Elisa Kukutu.
Prime Minister Honorable Jeremiah Manele called on Solomon Islanders to reflect on the true meaning of Easter. Honorable Manele made the call during his National Easter message to the country. Acknowledging the challenges faced by the country over the past year, including the loss of loved ones and ongoing struggles in education, health and economic development. Honorable Manele urges citizens not to lose faith.
Blessed Easter greetings to you all, my good people of Solomon Islands, here at home and abroad, and our Christian community as a whole. It is our prayer that in the Holy Week that commemorates the sacrificial death and resurrection of our Lord, may your faith be renewed and may your hearts be lifted by the promise Easter brings. On behalf of the Government for National Unity and Transformation, I extend our heartfelt wishes to all Christians and to the entire nation for a blessed and holy Easter 2025. The resurrection of Christ is not just about rising from the dead. It is about transformation, new beginnings, renewed hope, healing, forgiveness, and salvation. Fellow citizens, I acknowledge the last 12 months have not been easy for our nation, provinces, communities, or our families. At the national level, my government continues to address challenges in education, health, youth empowerment, and economic development. Many families have lost loved ones, many struggling with other challenges life throws at them. But I say to you, let us not lose heart and hope. With the risen Lord on our side, we fear nothing.
Prime Minister Manele also thanked Pacific neighbours and the international community for their continued support and solidarity.
Our government remains committed to building a future where every Solomon Islander can live a good life in unity, in peace, and in prosperity. Jesus' triumph over death gives us courage to endure life's challenges and to rejoice in every blessing. We also remember and appreciate our Pacific family and the wider international development community who continue to support us. Thank you for standing with us.
Now the Pacific Island Forum Troika has reaffirmed its support for New Caledonia following its October 2024 assessment mission. The assessment mission was conducted with approval from the French state and the New Caledonian government. Prime Minister Honorable Jeremiah Manele, upon his arrival into the country last week, told local media Troika endorsed the mission's report recommendations. He says the Troika members expressed their support to resolve the issue, particularly around negotiations for a post-Noumea Accord future.
The Forum Troika undertook an assessment mission to New Caledonia following approvals by the French state and the New Caledonia government from 27 to 29 October last year. Troika visit was initiated following a breakout of violence from May 2024, the violence of which 13 people were killed. Some 800 businesses were destroyed, 25,000 unemployed, and 20% retraction of New Caledonia's territory's GDP. France, as you would recall, deployed some 7,000 security forces. France has provided resources to its territory to help it recover from the impact of the violence. The Troika reviewed the report by its mission in October 2024 and endorsed the recommendations to offer the support of the Pacific Islands Forum to the resolution of the impasse and to assist as appropriate with a way forward. The Troika received a welcome update from the Secretariat that a lot of activities had occurred since its October 2024 mission between the French state and the new government in New Caledonia that is working toward a post-Noumea Accord agreement that could map the future direction for New Caledonia.
Honorable Manele says they will share the report with Pacific leaders, and a possible meeting with the French and New Caledonian presidents at the UN Third Oceans Conference in June is currently being looked into.
The Troika agreed to circulate the October mission report and recommendations to all leaders for their information and feedback. The Troika also agreed to pursue the possibility to meet with the French president and the New Caledonia president at the margins of the United Nations Third Oceans Conference in Nice, France, in June this year. As member of the MSG, Solomon Islands will also be speaking with its Melanesian brothers on this matter.
Solomon Power hosted a Network Guardian Appreciation Day. Elisa Kukutu reports.
Solomon Power hosted a Network Guardian Appreciation Day at the Sinukukum campus on Thursday. The day is commemorated to recognize the work done by line mechanics and technical teams who play a crucial role in ensuring electricity is delivered efficiently to customers. Speaking to SIBC News, Chief Engineer Acting of Solomon Power, Joshua Suiramo said commemorating the day also provides the opportunity for the public to learn more about the role of network gardens.
This is a program and they were industry and observing this event and started in the US 18 April 2013. They were industry and observing the sacrifices, commitment and dedication of our line mechanic team, engineers, technicians, working at the background to ensure our customers stay connected to our service. So it's a day also that we all come together to recognize their efforts and commitment to the business to ensure that the supply is reliable to our customers. This day also gives opportunity too for public for the aware of some of our challenges when we're facing. For example, like sometimes we forgot and fall, and then taking time for team involved for attend, fixing and restoring power. So basically, our network involved this time, and it's a purely manual, meaning that if any fault happen within the network, team involved will drive either down to Y3 or up low east. So you can imagine how much time and effort is taken through this traffic. Yeah? So sometimes customers, they run up, they get frustrated because of the delay of the restoration of supply. These are some of the realities on the ground that team will face. And also an opportunity too for giving awareness to public about safety of maintaining our network, particularly the vegetation works. Like sometimes team involved around come lot residential areas for clearing trees, but sometimes customers would say, hey, look at them, not tree involved. But in fact, our main purpose for this activity, maintaining our network, is to ensure that our customers, they are safe, and also assets when we are operating our network and safe too.
A small number of females have taken the spotlight on Network Garden Day for their exemplary efforts working in male-dominated operations within the organization. Stacey Fugui, a mechanical engineer working as a graduate engineer at Solomon Power, shares her experience working in the male-dominated field.
So the whole experience, we find it's physically demanding because Bobby knows how to guarantee the strength of men. But yeah, that's one, physical demand. There's cultural barriers, and but me kind fortunate enough for work with him low male setting. They're very positive. I have very supportive supervisors and coordinators, as well as colleagues who are helping me learn and grow the engineering field. Yeah. I think it's important for appreciating the technical people, because most of the time we follow background all the way. We follow the face of power, and to see the technical people come out to celebrate Team Day, it's overwhelming and exciting. I would say focus on studies, put in effort on maths and physics. If engineer, if you like doing engineering, have passion for it, work hard, choosing STEM courses.
For SIBC TV, I'm Elisa Kukutu.
Piripiri Community High School in Makira Ulawa Province has officially opened its new science laboratory and home economics lab. Alfred Pagepitu reports.
Piru Community High School on Ulawa Island, Makira Ulawa Province, has officially opened its new science laboratory and home economic laboratory, making a major step forward for education in the region. Funded through the Australia and New Zealand Supported Education Sector Support Program, ESSP, in partnership with the Solomon Islands Ministry of Education and Human Resources Development, MED, the new facilities will benefit the schools, 389 students and surrounding communities. In his remarks, Minister of Education and Human Resource Development, Honourable Tozen Leokana, thanked the Government of Australia and New Zealand for their unwavering support and belief in the power of education right down to remotest of communities in the Solomon Islands.
Space for students to learn a lot about nutrition, hygiene, resource management, and of course other crucial skills that will empower them to lead healthy and productive life. This momentous achievement will not have been possible without the generous and unwavering support from our generous partners. In this regard, let me join others to extend our deepest gratitude on behalf of the government, the GNAP government, the Government of National Unity and Transformation. I would like to extend our sincere gratitude to the people of Australia and New Zealand for your ongoing support, especially in education space. Your commitment to the development of education in Solomon Islands is truly commendable.
Meanwhile, Piru Community High School said the funded project will benefit the student greatly.
Sincere acknowledgement and appreciation to the school for Tufala donor partners here, where Tufala supporting school with important infrastructure, science lab and home economics lab. Mifala indeed very happy for receiving our project here. Like also Baba mi say the school Mifala no actually borrow garem all the new buildings here and science lab and home economics lab here. Tufala faced new buildings where Mifala garem here. So also me also leaderable school like for say sincere thanks and appreciation for New Zealand and AusAid for funding Tufala important classroom complexes by Mifala. So Mifala were indeed so happy. Mifala receiving all the buildings here with gratitude and happiness, because also about saving schools and over the new generation and future students will come and enroll here for many years to come.
Alfred Pagepitu for SIBC TV.
The Pacific Troika has voiced concern over recent changes in U.S. foreign policy and their growing impact on the region. Prime Minister Honourable Jeremiah Manele told local media during the recent Pacific Troika meeting they have reviewed a Secretariat-prepared report highlighting the implications of the U.S. withdrawal from key international bodies, including the Paris Agreement, WHO, UNESCO and the UN Human Rights Council. He says Pacific leaders have noted the moves could weaken support for Pacific development priorities in climate change, health and education.
Troika dedicated time to discussing the changing international landscape shaped by United States' new foreign policy, including its withdrawal from the Paris Agreement, the UN Human Rights Council, the World Health Organization, the UN Education and Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, and the UN Relief and Works Agency for Palestine refugees in the Near East. We reflected on a brief report produced by the Secretariat at Troika's request on the implications of these changes to our region. We discussed the U.S. commitments to be associated with UN financial frameworks and Pacific regional organizations such as SPC, SPREP, FFA, PIF, the Pacific Islands Development Program, and the Pacific Aviation Safety Office, PASO. Troika also noted the continually evolving picture on tariffs, including the various U.S. trading arrangements covering the Pacific Islands countries. The Troika agreed to reach out to the U.S. on aid freeze that is affecting the delivery of Pacific priorities, including commitments made on or to regional entities, facilities, and mechanisms.
Now, the Solomon Islands Meteorological Service marked World Meteorological Day. The event highlighted the urgent need to strengthen early warning systems to better protect vulnerable communities from climate and weather-related hazards. Alfred Pagepitu with more.
The Solomon Islands Meteorological Service, SIMS, celebrated World Meteorological Day on Wednesday. The theme for this year is Closing the Early Warning Gap Together, highlighting the significance for collaboration in enhancing early warning system, EWS, to protect vulnerable communities from weather and climate-related hazards. Met Office Outgoing Director, Mr. David Hiriesi, in his remarks, highlighted measures to close the early warning gap in the country.
A system put in place to analyze, identify potential weather and climate-related risk and hazard. To follow something, weather and climate. Though disaster space, you will call it to follow sometimes as a rapid onset and slow onset. In terms of rapid onset, you have hazards like the tropical cyclone, where him just come and him go. In terms of slow onset, you have other hazards like drought, where him slowly creep in. You got a meteorological drought first time, you got a hydrological drought, and then you got an agricultural drought, and then border. So, aim blow early warning. And for passing information, for giving warning, and then people or organizations can use the warnings for making decisions. And people do one for the equation law there, this one probably early warning equals actions plus anticipatory actions. Sometimes so actions can be basically talk about partner response, where you be people or organization, communities, somebody, and anticipatory where little bit select and come inside for help for you recover. But to follow always come together. Actions where you doing first and then
An early warning system speech competition for schools in Honiara was also organized as part of the program. Schools that took part in the competition include King George VI School, St. Joseph Tenaru, Bokona Community High School, St. Nicholas College, and Honiara High School. World Meteorological Day is usually observed annually on March 23rd to commemorate the founding of the World Meteorological Organization, WMO, and highlight the crucial role and services provided by meteorological agency worldwide. Alfred Pangepitu for SIBC TV.
The Ministry of Culture and Tourism, in collaboration with the Ministry of Justice and Legal Affairs, is set to launch a nationwide awareness campaign highlighting the importance of copyright and the role of collective management organizations. Simon Tavake reports.
The Ministry of Culture and Tourism, in collaboration with the Ministry of Justice and Legal Affairs, is preparing to carry out a nationwide awareness campaign on the role of copyright and the Collective Management Organization, CMO. Director of Culture, Dennis Marita, told SIBC TV that they are seeking support from the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, to help roll out the awareness program.
So in terms of awareness, we are starting as soon as we can. We are asking UNESCO to support us with some level of public awareness through radio, especially radio, and also TV, as well as the social media. And there will also be a series of workshops too. So we have a plan for Focus Fastan Honiara, because most of the musicians are here, to have a series of workshop and awareness law copyright, and also the role of the collecting management organization. And then we start reaching out to those in the provinces. But radio should cover much of all the pockets in the country. Yeah? So
Mr. Marita added that there is a lot of important information about copyright and the CMO that musicians and the public at large need to understand.
So the information, or the way we just talk about, me go a little bit quite fast, but there's a whole lot of information that people really should survey about what is intellectual property, copyright, the CMO, and how by me, those things they operate and helping people really also. Yes, so awareness, I think the interview now is part and parcel of it. There will be times that the Law Department by Camlo Radio, and those are the Ministry of Justice will also Camlo Radio. And we're also planning to reactivate and also come up with our own program within the Culture Division for bringing awareness of people blaming through radio.
Simon Tavake, SIBC TV.
Now, the Australian Solomon Islands Partnership for Justice, ASIPJ, held a validation workshop to review the Dangerous Drugs Act with the goal of securing stakeholder endorsement. Mary Manelegua with the details.
The Australia Solomon Islands Partnership for Justice, ASIPJ, held a validation workshop on the review of the Dangerous Drugs Act in Honiara. The workshop aims to secure stakeholders' endorsement of the review. ASIPJ Legal Policy Specialist Joanna Kenilorea Hanu told SIBC News that the validation workshop is important for key implementation agencies.
The validation workshop, we have tailored it so that bring him come back every key implementing agencies where Otana likely to first respond to drug control issues lo country, so that Mifasa come together and story about the key findings that me pick him up that have been picked up during the consultations, and then we can continue to discuss ways to address or respond quick time lo issue blood drugs lo country blame.
She adds a collective approach is necessary to combat drug issues in the country.
The need for me work together. The key message that me like for sharing on this one, because country blame me, jurisdiction blame me, I'm small. We do not have a lot of resources for tackle this why issue blood drugs, compared to other jurisdictions. So the key to leading change is to work together. Me call upon not just government agencies for treating this one seriously, but also after a comprehensive policy is drafted, after the review, then we will be giving the opportunity for wider consultations with the public. So that's when we will call churches and communities and other civil society organizations and faith-based organizations, so that everyone's come together and work together. The only way we can progress with them this one is when we work together. So I'm really emphasizing collaboration.
Mary Manelegua, SIBC TV.
Norman Finance Limited, a Papua New Guinea-owned financial institution, was officially launched. Eliza Kukutu reports.
Norman Finance Limited, a Papua New Guinea-owned financial institution, was officially launched in Honiara on Wednesday. The institution opened its office in Honiara prior to its official launch and currently registers over 300 clients. Managing Director Gabriel Andandi told SIBC News that the institution offers loans to the government and private sectors.
Norman Finance Limited is, of course, the word says it by itself, finance. So we give loans to people, both government and private sector. It is we target mostly the medium class people, which they need some money for school fees and paying utility bills, funerals, bride price. We Melanesians do a lot of these community obligations. So when your pay is not in yet, and then anything happens during the loose week or any emergency things that you need to pay for, we are there to help you, and then you can come to office and apply for a loan, and then we can assist you on that. Our services are very good as far as I'm concerned. Any financial services like a bank or any financial institution, you apply for a loan, you get a loan. But the problem is the time period that you've got to wait for a loan. You submit an application to BSP or Westpac or ANZ or any financial companies. Our waiting time is within 76 hours. That is 3 days at the maximum. So we try to pay that within 1 day or 2 days, but you will not go beyond 76 hours. So our service is very fast. We don't charge default fees, meaning that you get a loan and then you miss a fortnight in repaying. We don't charge default fees. We don't charge service fees. We don't charge any other fees you're talking about. So one good thing about it is, if you're a public servant, you get a loan from us, Norman Finance. If your outstanding balance was, let's say, $1,000, and then you get suspended or you laid off or something, and you come back after 2 or 3 months, your initial balance will still remain. You will not get an accumulated default charge.
Mr. Andandi adds the institution prioritizes supporting community-led initiatives.
In every company, a lot of the people think about a profit margin. They think about a money first. So what we've done in Papua New Guinea is that we have given back to the community through our corporate social responsibility. And one thing that we have done is we paid school fees for children all throughout Papua New Guinea. And at the moment, up to this stage, we paid over 1 million kina. And that may be equivalent to 2 million or something in Solomon Islands dollars. And we provide community service like building water supplies. We've helped the youth in sports. We have helped the churches. We have got to help the women groups. And all those people as part of our corporate social responsibility back to the community. So if you're looking for somebody of that kind of nature, we have been doing that. So we're asking you to give us the support, and then by getting loans from us. And the other thing is, we all Melanesians, Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, Fiji, we all Melanesians. So we will have to, support each other in that way, in supporting the economy of each country. So on that understanding, I would encourage Solomon Islanders to come and get loans. I'm not talking against international conglomerates and organizations like this, but just to support our economy, and our friendship between Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands should continue, but by coming to us to get a loan.
Eliza Kukutu for SIBC TV.
And now the latest in sports with Crofton Utukana.
The Honiara Rugby Union Association, HRUA, will kick off its Easter Rugby Sevens tournament tomorrow at the Town Ground Rugby Stadium. The two-day event will feature both men's and women's divisions, with 10 men's teams and 6 women's teams competing. HRUA Vice President Eric Tapuika told SIBC Sports that the tournament marks the beginning of a much bigger rugby event planned for later this year.
Oh yes, Mivala for random competition this year, 15-a-side competition. But before we do that, Mivala like to kick him off with a 7-a-side competition for kick him off competition, 15 competition this year. So we see an opportunity Easter Sevens, Easter time period here. So we try to make use of that. Now Mivala kick him off this whole 7th year. Let's open him every program for rugby this year. It will be from Monday and Tuesday.
Mr. Tapuika also emphasized the importance of hosting the tournament, saying it is part of their preparations for the upcoming Oceania Rugby Sevens Championship, which will be held in Honiara later this year.
Sevens today is one of a bigger game in the world today, rugby. It's one of the components of rugby where everyone look up to him. It's a very robust and fast game here. Very, or we say fast and furious game today, and everybody enjoys it for watching rugby here. So, me I think that starting of sevens competition now, helping people for building up for coming years here, because we are planning to run other sevens too here. Sevens are normally 2 days, always 2 days competition here. So, me was starting below sevens here, but we have another sevens coming up because Solomon Island too will participate in senior sevens by hosting Honiara. So we will try as much as possible to play more sevens, building up to senior sevens. It will be a place where about selecting squad for representing Solomon Islands too. One for this for sevens tournament.
He further called on business houses and supporters to get behind the event and help grow the sport in Solomon Islands.
At the moment, we secured some funds to run the sevens competition. But we will love those business houses to come and support. At the moment, yes, we have secured funds to run the sevens, but we have another 15s coming up, and we have other sevens coming up. Please come out in numbers. We have 2 days of celebration for rugby, so please come out in numbers and support him, everyone. It will be a very, very good time for everyone to help and support him.
An opening ceremony for the event was held this evening, featuring parades by participating teams and formal welcome to kick off the tournament. Crofton Utukana, SIBC TV.
And that's news. Follow us on sibconline.com.sb and our SIBC News Facebook page for more of our latest stories. Thanks for watching.